Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. So as you can see, we're starting with the longsword fighter, like I showed you guys before. So we're going to close out that story in this first game here, showing you, and then we're actually going to get into the dual sword fighter a little later to close out that story. These are kind of a little bit upsetting, just like a lot of the Nexon news, but there are some really good moments in these clips, and I wanted to share with you guys kind of the finale to both these storylines on the last day of the playtest. So as you can see, I'm being a little brave. I'm kind of just going for it, and I instantly run into a group of 3. And, yeah, forced to retreat. At this point, like you'll know, I've played, 3 or 4 different runs with this setup, and have been successful. So I'm kind of just looking for a fight. However, these guys have a really good setup with a ranger trying to poke me down, a cleric helping the fighter, and then I'm stuck probably bashing into that shield if the fighter pushes me. So we're gonna pot up and retreat. Maybe just not take this fight on. Even with a really good setup, 120, 130 damage on that longsword. Trying to poke through, and then they're gonna corner me here a bit. Trying to poke through that shield and a cleric bubble, it's just gonna be impossible. I get tagged again. And now I'm kind of stuck where these 2 hallways meet. They can just pick either stairs and trap me. Try to get back to full HP. I hear the fighter getting a lot closer than I realized. We clang into the shield and do absolutely nothing, and I think even Wraith misses. However, he still pops second wind, so not sure what happened there. We go this way and find the ranger in our way, so we're just gonna take him out with the cleave. And right here, I'm super low, and I probably make the wrong decision. I probably should have just said the hell with it, push that cleric. Now I'm stuck being chased and bound, which I never see anyone use bind, so that was kind of rare. And mobs and stuff, etc. pushing me, so I'm pretty much stuck. I take an arrow, and then it must have been the very tip of that blade caught me from the skeleton. So unfortunate, but I wanted to show you guys how it all ended. And I quickly just wanted to show you what this guy's name was, which I thought was kind of funny. However, this spells the end of my longsword run. The playtest was ending quite quickly after this, and essentially running into a team of 3 with purple and blue gear is never great. It just makes it so difficult, even though I was able to take one with me. So, now we're going to move into one I've been excited to share with you guys, which is the dual sword run, basically to finish off the playtest. This one is pretty exciting. I think the end of it gets very, very good. And, I'm using a longbow here because I'm pretty much out of gear. Meaning I have no crossbows left. So I'm kind of running on scraps towards the end and had basically committed to dying and leaving it all out there to be swallowed up by the dark dungeon. And that's it. The playtest ends. Deep down, I really hope this is not my last Dark and Darker experience for the next, several months. I certainly hope we get a playtest soon. And I appreciate you guys if you're enjoying this content. I'm not really sure what the future holds, but I would appreciate a like and subscribe, as we all remain hopeful that this type of game and Dark and Darker will not just succumb to the darkness that is Megacorp Nexon. So moving right into this one, we're clearing our first mobs. Dual Sword Fighter is actually amazing at clearing mobs with a decent arming sword. I just love the swing speed and the reach and the swing pattern. I hear footsteps right away. Yeah, people breaking pots to the side of the store. One thing about Longbow is they can hear you draw it. Crossbow they can't. Which is a bit of an advantage. Hearing spells super close. And this is like the exact area we had a bad experience against a 3-man just a game before. So we're gonna play this a little slow. I see a guy here just wide open, he closes the door. Launch an arrow anyway, just to see what happens. And then some funny stuff kind of happens. I'm really not used to longbow at all. And this guy was just being right the arsehole. So this guy's just straight up trying to embarrass me now. And doing a very good job at it. It's just impossible. The projectile speed's so slow. No. Nothing. Yeah, his friends are like, come on, dude, like, just leave that poor noob alone. Let's get out of here. Yeah, man. Sad. So we're gonna sneak through and hopefully not aggro Wraith, and we aggro Wraith. Which happens like 90% of the time. A solo walks through that all the way. It's brutal. It's also a spawn. It's a terrible spawn if you're a new player. Should have closed the door behind me, but let's drag this Wraith maybe into people. Just gonna ignore these guys because I've been in this situation just moments before. And at the exact same door, we're probably gonna get smacked by another skeleton. Yeah. Unlucky. But I think Wraith actually turned, so probably free to clear this stuff. Something so satisfying with those swings. Playing a little passive here, even though I potted up, I expected to see guys here real close. I'm not going to follow Wraith into that. They probably close the door, then I'm stuck with it. Hearing more guys close over here, and it's just chaos in this room. Perfect opportunity for the Longbow. There's honestly so many things to shoot at, we're just going to take the easy targets. And just like that, 2 or 3 people are already dead. And let's go finish this one off. He's got second wind popped. So he's obviously almost back to full HP. That lunge was crazy. I actually missed our kind of stab there, which sucked, but no gear versus the dual sword setup just means you're toast. You just die so fast. And then, just like that, we have a full room of dead people. The only unfortunate part about all this is that I basically don't care about any of this gear. I was literally playing super late into the night and honestly was almost ready to call it quits before some of these runs, so we're here just trying our best to test out these weapons and see what everyone else is using. Pretty standard cleric setup. Decent blue robe. I'm not even sure why I'm taking this. I like those pants. Those are my favorite pants, actually. Super cheap. Decent armor ratings. Don't slow you down too much. And by decent armor ratings, I mean better than cloth pants to start with. So I may as well grab a few things just in case this keeps going. Pretty sure a portal just spawned nearby, so I could leave, but I don't really see the point in leaving. We're here to lose all this stuff. Yep, there's our blue portal. We have a dead barb. Interestingly enough, I haven't discussed this yet, but I am using taunt, which is a little unique for this setup. And I think it may have just been because I didn't care enough to switch it off the tank build I was using before. So we get some guys, and looks like they're ready to leave. I had 1 arrow left, which was horrible timing. Now we have 3 guys to contend with. The wizard just disappears on us, and we have a barbarian and I think a ranger in the back. Unfortunately, I didn't at this moment, and I was scrambling right here to find my microphone. Yes, yes I do. I eventually find it, but they've already committed. Alright, so that was a lot all at once. So we're actually going to watch this back quickly in slow motion because I want to show you guys the 2 swings that come out with the short sword and the arming. 1, 2. And that was so crucial to getting enough damage off to actually finish this fight. I was trying to mix it up here because the wizard got so close I just couldn't hit him. And then the combination came out so quickly. The 1-2 hit, arming followed by short sword, or vice versa, felt so awesome in that moment. It's really hard to notice until you kind of slow it down and look at it. However, we're hearing guys again, so now we're in trouble. And I'm pretty much, like, what, 20, 30 HP? Yeah, buffed up guy with cleric bubble. And I'm hearing more stuff. I think it's a wizard giving him haste, so there's no way I'm getting out of here. We got a ranger or something behind us. Yeah. Ranger with a spear, hasted at the fight. He gets protection bubble. Probably a heal in there somewhere too. And sadly that ends our little journey here. We ended up chunking a lot of his damage because he wasn't wearing a lot of gear, but there's just no one running that wizard, cleric, ranger. It's a very fast team. So look, once again, thank you all. That's a purple spear, it's pretty incredible. And I hope to see you guys in the playtest April 14th. There's been no announcements, so we have no idea what's going on. I'm hopeful, but also planning a whole bunch of other things, so I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy what I have left of this Dark and Dark content, because who knows how much more of this we're going to get. Thank you. Cheers.